Let's get started.
Hey, Ed, come check out my North Star Christmas tree topper. It levitates.
Is this a gummy bear?
Yeah, we lost baby Jesus. Hey, check out these LED lights. I have them synced up to a 76-hour all-Christmas music playlist.
There's my little Christmas DJ.
Ow.
So, are you waiting till Christmas is over so you can go buy a new nativity set when they're on sale?
Huh? No. Oh, no. We lost baby Jesus like 11 years ago.
Is baby Jesus always a gummy bear?
Oh, no. Oh, we trade it out every year. Yeah, like last year it was a tiny troll doll. And the year before that, we used dog treat. They were the perfect size, but Dalton kept taking them and eating them.
You mean your dog kept stealing them?
No, my son Dalton, he loves those dog treats. Especially the peanut butter ones. There was one year that we used a doll head. That was creepy. We made a modeling clay baby Jesus. So the dog took that one too. One year we got desperate and used an ice cube. That was a miss and a mess. Yeah, just seems like everything we try to replace baby Jesus with never lasts.
Say that again.
Everything we try to replace baby Jesus with never seems to last.
And?
And what?
Say it again, slowly.
Why?
Just do it, dulcimo, slowly, do it.
I don't understand what's happening.
Just do it.
This is getting weird. Say it! Fine. But when I'm done saying this, you're gonna march in here and you're gonna watch my star levitate.
Fine, do it.
Fine. Everything we try to replace baby Jesus with never seems to... Oh, yep, there it is. Okay. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Everything we try to replace Jesus with, it never lasts. So this is the Christmas season, and it's amazing how soon as Thanksgiving is over, it's like this clock starts. It's an internal clock. It's not really a clock, but you just feel this hurry up. Like everything, you got to get this, you got to do this, you got to put the tree up, you got to buy this, you got your list, you got all this other stuff, and it just seems like it's a marathon until Christmas Day. So much so that it has been so commercialized, and I'm all about Christmas. I told y'all that last week. If you don't know me, go watch the last sermon. I'm with the tree and the decorations and all that. I love the lights and all of that because my idea of Christmas is celebrating my Savior. I don't care who nobody else is celebrating. It don't matter whether you think it's pagan or not. That's on you. Whatever you want to say is fine. What I'm celebrating is the risen King. And so I'm all for it. I love gifts. I buy gifts. My mother thinks she's Santa Claus, It works. But do you know the average person spends $886 buying gifts for Christmas? And not only just that, but the average woman spends 20 hours shopping for Christmas gifts. Now, I would like to tell you that I'm average, but I'm way more above average in everything. So my numbers are probably way higher than this because we get so caught up in the busyness of the season that we forget the reason for the season. We have replaced Jesus with smorgasbords and parties and gift exchanges and all of these things, not realizing what the true meaning of Christmas is. Can I tell you this morning, Christmas is not your birthday. Tell somebody next to you, you got a mask on, sign it to them. Christmas is not your birthday. Christmas is about Jesus. And so this morning, I think it is my job to begin to turn our eyes back to where our eyes should be focused. And so everybody is trying to find the perfect gift. Everybody is just, and then, have you ever got those people in your life that's just hard to shop for? I'm probably one of those people, sorry. But you just don't, you try to find something for them. My dad is one of those type of people. How do you buy the person who has everything, anything? Like, how do you know if your gift is going to even measure up to them? So the retailers try to do a good job of picking the perfect gift. A few years ago, you see that can at the bottom of that thing? It says Tiffany on the top of it, and they said that will be the perfect gift for your loved one for $700. If you buy me a can for $700, I'm probably going to hit you with that can. But because they said it was the perfect gift, it sold out immediately. A can. Or how about those ugly shoes up at the top? You know, one of my kids, he'll remain nameless. I ain't gonna tell you which one it was. But they decided they wanted to ask for Yeezy slides for Christmas. Where my young people at? How many of y'all know what Yeezy slides are? Look around, parents, look at them, okay. And when I saw, that's the picture up in the corner, they look like jailhouse shoes to me. Plastic. Yeah, I know I'm petty, don't get me started. I'm trying to stay on course today. Plastic, something you can find in Walmart. Well, they only made a few of them, so although they retail for right around $100, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, the resellers are selling them all the way up to $700 and $800 for some plastic Walmart flip-flops. That would be the perfect gift. I'm going to go to Walmart, and I'm going to buy some plastic flip-flops and write Yeezy real nice on the slide, and I'm going to give them, because that's the closest we going to get to Yeezy slides. Because some things just gone too far. But everybody's searching for the perfect gift. And then I saw this here. Your presence is the only present desired. No gifts allowed. How would your Christmas be if there were no gifts allowed? Your kids come running down on Christmas morning, get to the tree, and there is nothing there. And you say, I just want to be with you this morning. We're just going to sit down and eat cookies and milk. But they may not understand, but for those of us that have lost a loved ones, we give our right arm just to sit down. The value of presence means more than any gift that can be put under the Christmas tree. This season is about presence, not presence. Young people, if you don't hear anything I say today, I want you to understand. This season, you get because God gave. For God so loved the world, he gave. So because he gave, he's the true gift. We give gifts to one another. But don't ever think that your gift is worth more than your presence. The Bible in Matthew 1:23, when it tells the Christmas story, a child shall be born, and they shall call his name Emmanuel. Emmanuel simply means God with us. I don't know about you, but it's the witness of God that keeps my mind right in the midst of all the chaos that is going on in the world. The fact that God is with me is usually what keeps me focused on what he has called me to do. Help me not get on the loony train with everybody else. Help me not trip out. Help the anxiety not take over, because it's something to know that greater is he that is in me than he that is in this world. And if he's for me, then who can be against me? He is God with us, not God with Pastor, God with all of us. He's God with you, just like he's God with me. But we removed him from the nativity set. We can't find him under all the bowls and the tinsels and the gifts and the lights. And for some, he's been missing a long time. But this season, I dare you to put him back where he belongs. So I want to tell you this story, and I'm going to be done. I understand we got some activities in the foyer. Get you some hot chocolate and some pictures and all that great stuff. Kids, there's some candy bags, and all of that's great. But there's a story in the Bible about two sisters named Mary and Martha. And they were preparing because Jesus was coming to their home. Can I ask you, how would you prepare if Jesus was coming to your home this holiday season? I'm going to tell you right now, the light fixture that's been broke for 10 years would be fixed. The garage door that's got the little strange thing going on, that everything you can think of would be fixed. Baseboards would be wiped, all kind of paint, new everything. Why? Because Jesus is coming to my house. You wouldn't be yelling at the kids. You make them turn that trap music off, all of that. Jesus is coming to my house. You know, back in the day, and I said I would never have this in my house, and I do not, thank God. But you know those dishes that was in the china cabinet that couldn't nobody use? And I used to always say they never used them. So who would have to come to your house for you to bring out the china dishes in the cabinet? And I say all the time, I'm not going to have places in my house that my kids can't go. I'm not going to have dining rooms and stuff set up that people can't sit in. Because I want to know who eats off the china that's been in the cabinet since I was 5. Is Jesus worthy enough to eat off the china? Because nobody else seemed to be. But Jesus is coming to Mary and Martha's house, and I can only imagine. I know how I am when I'm hosting other families and hosting people to come to my house. My kids like, oh my God, we got people coming over, like she gonna be tripping. Look, because my home is a representation of who I am. It has to be in order. It has to be clean. Things have to be right. Pray for me. I got control issues. Everything, it says who I am. I can't stand stuff out of place. Everything. So people wouldn't want to live with me while I'm preparing for Jesus to come to my house. And here's Mary and Martha, two sisters that are ready or making ready to receive Jesus. And so I'm pretty sure Mary was in the kitchen with Martha, and she was helping her get the macaroni and cheese and stuff together. And it's the gospel according to Pastor Sharice. And the rolls and everything heated and making sure the place settings was right and all that. But when Jesus came in the house, Mary left Martha in the kitchen. And Mary came and sat at his feet. And so you know how sisters are. Well, I know how sisters are because I have sisters. So I'm pretty sure Martha walked past the living room the first time and cut her eyes at her. And she's like, I'm not going to act up because Jesus is here. And so some time went on, and Mary was still sitting at the feet of Jesus. And I'm pretty sure by the third time, Martha kind of walked past and was like, And Mary didn't even look up at Martha. She just ignored her. It's like, no, she didn't. So finally, more time had went past, and Martha had just been fed up, and she walks in, and she was like, Jesus. Now here I am in the kitchen preparing for you. And my sister is supposed to be helping me, but she in here entertaining you while we're supposed to be preparing. And Jesus so calmly said, Martha, Martha, you are worried and upset about many things, but only one thing is needed. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. Is Jesus calling your name today? Reuben, all these things that we think are important are distracting us for the one thing that matters, which is being in his presence. All the things, and it's not like these things were unimportant. This is what I love about this. Jesus had to eat. These things were important, and to Martha, she figured that this was the most important part, but it was not. Jesus said, Martha, Mary has chosen the most important part. Because we have to understand that busyness is the enemy of presence. And when I say busyness, I think about the holiday season, but we get busy all year long, and it distracts us from his presence. And some people say, well, Pastor, I don't really be out here like that. I don't go anywhere. I kind of stay to myself. Your mind is busy. I remember I used to be so dysfunctional with my saved preaching self that it took me almost 2 years to learn how to quiet my mind. So worried about everything else that's happening. And let me tell you something about worry and anxiety. It will make you grieve over situations that ain't never happened. When I used to deal with heavy anxiety, I promise you, I say this a lot. My husband would go to the store. If he took longer than 10 minutes, he died, and I was singing Amazing Grace at his funeral. I done had a whole funeral in my mind, my emotions all over the place. I done cried. He was 10 minutes late. It was a long line at Heinen's. Nobody know what I'm talking about. Anxiety and busyness, it will cause you to miss the very thing that will cure it all. I sat in the presence of the Lord this morning. I came in heavy. But I sat in the presence. And by the second song, the tears began to stroll down my face. And he simply had to say, I'm the Lord, your protector. And I felt so much better in his presence. All the heaviness lifted off of me. All the stuff of the week, because I know y'all don't get bothered or affected by what's going on out there. But can I tell you, I live out there, and every now and then, you just get tired of Omarion and his cousin and all the rest of them. People are dying. People are sick. But can I tell you, it's all part of the busyness that keeps you out of his presence. Do you know in his presence, there's fullness? That's why when you come in here and you lift hands, no matter what's happening, if you just start to lift your hands, it feels like something just lifts up off of you, because everything you need is right here in his presence. You can be heavy laden, you can be grieved, you can be distraught, whatever it is. There is something about being in the presence. I don't have time to cook no chicken in the kitchen or warm no rolls for Jesus. If he's going to be here, I need to be in his presence. We're too busy. Stillness promotes his presence. That's why I used to get mad, when people fall asleep in church. And I used to be like, tell your neighbor, you go to napping, I'm going to go to slapping. They say, how can she be so carnal and spiritual at the same time? It's a gift. But I don't even get upset anymore. Why? Because this is probably the only peace that you found It's probably the only atmosphere of his presence that you've experienced, and you done got so comfortable you just doze on off. I'd rather for you to doze in the presence of the Lord than doze anywhere else. It's about his presence. And then here's some real grown-up stuff right here. You don't have to wait till you come in here. See, some preachers don't want to tell you that because if you can find it on your own, they scared you're not going to come back. But it ain't even about that. I walk in a daily dose of his presence. He is always with me. I talk to him all day long. And then when I get here on Sunday with fellow believers, his presence just increases. I'm not here for the busyness. I'm here to experience Jesus. That was your alarm. It's time to wake up. The true gift of Christmas is not in the presents. It's in his presence. We're going to focus our eyes and find Jesus. Now, some of you, for a couple of seconds, you're going to have to pick up some stuff and move some stuff around so that you can find him. But I guarantee you he's there. One of my absolute favorite Christmas songs, because everything they sing about Christmas ain't a Christmas song. It's a Christmas entertainment, and I'm all for the entertain them too, that's fine, but Christmas is about Jesus. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Oh, if you want to worship him, go ahead, sing it with us. Come on. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore Merry Christmas to you. He's Christ the Lord. Yeah, 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 yeah. He's Christ the Lord, all by himself, wrapped in swaddling clothes. He's Christ. Come on and give the Lord a praise in this place.